이스라엘은 지금 심각한 상황에 있습니다. 가자 지구에서 하마스가 이스라엘 남부로 넘어왔고 많은 시민을 죽이며 납치해 갔습니다. 이에 네타냐후 이스라엘 총리는 가자 지구에는 하마스와 전쟁을 선포한 상태입니다.
נלחמים באויב אכזר, אויב שהוא גרוע מדאעש. ראינו ילדים וילדות כפותים שנורו בראשם, אנשים ונשים שנשרפו בעודם חיים, צעירות שנאנסו ונטבחו, לוחמים שראשיהם נחרטו. היה במקום אחד הם הכניסו אנשים, כל איש חמאס הוא בן מוות.
이 모든 상황을 위해 이스라엘을 위해 기도해 주십시오. 이스라엘의 현 상황은 결코 간단하지 않습니다.
Shalom. I just want to thank you, each of you, who contact us during those 3 days, hard days for us. First time in my life, I'm leaving the road, and my wife Dina, she's driving car or another car with some family, full car, and here this congregational car with some another family, and we send many families from the road right now, and just we start driving. At this moment was a hard rocket attack. I don't remember so hard rockets. Our car a little bit damaged here in the door, but praise God, everybody is okay. Right now I'm driving to the street. I am living there. We are living with my family. 2 days ago, in the morning, I'm awake early in the feelings to pray, very, very strong, and find myself praying. Half hour after that, 6:30, started sirens, and then we hear first time for our lives crying of terrorists, Allah Akbar, and shootings from the machine gun. First time in my life, and then we hide ourselves in the boom shelter, and closed boom shelter, very strong, because we're afraid just the terrorists will get into our home. So, and then we receive a hard pictures in this street. I'm driving now in this street was a full of killed people. Just now here, this is the rocket damaged this car. So please continue to pray. It's really hard time for Israel. Never will remember situation like that. Maybe for 50 years, Israel don't remember so hard attacks, terrorist acts, killing many people. So we need your prayers, friends, and supporting Israel. We bless you, and shalom.
Friends, we are at war. People are exhausted. Sleep has become a memory. The relentless symphony of gunfire and rockets whizzing by our heads continues unabated all night, all day. Rescue missions constantly ongoing here in the South Gaza border. This situation is completely unsustainable. Join us in prayer for those who are held captive. Read together Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 2. And it shall be when you are come nigh unto battle, the priest will approach and speak unto the people, and he will say unto them, Shema Yisrael, Hear, O Israel, as you approach into battle, don't let your hearts be faint. Fear not, don't tremble, don't be terrified because of them. The Lord your God, he goes with you to fight for you against your enemies and to save you. Northern Israel is also under siege right now from Lebanon. Alarms are going off everywhere. Unconfirmed reports suggest that about 12 to 16 rockets were launched, probably by Hezbollah or maybe Palestinian factions operating in southern Lebanon. These attacks have forced residents into the bomb-safe shelters, transforming homes into fortresses. People are hiding. Our resolve is unbroken. Our tikva, our hope, remains strong. And I want to say this, we are not here for revenge, not even because of the atrocities inflicted on our families, our loved ones, our friends, women, children, elderly. Our deployment is really to defend our homes, defend our kids, defend our families. And we want to take responsibility for the future, for our children's children. There is good at work and there is evil at work. The evil must stop and the good must win. Let's stand united and remember our strength lies not in our weapons, but in our faith.
It's been a very intense few days here in Israel. Personally, it's been very difficult. We've been really working all day in touch with believing soldiers around the country who are being called up into reserves, just trying to find out what is the need. And the main thing we're hearing right now is just there's a huge need for tactical equipment that has been lacking, that the state of Israel did not plan well, and the reserve units did not have the proper equipment for these soldiers, or that they were expected to provide it on their own. Things like tactical flashlights, socks, watches. A lot of people are asking for tactical watches that they need for, and one of the most important needs is bulletproof vests, ceramic plates and bulletproof vests that for some reason were lacking in many of the units. You know, a lot of these soldiers are about to go into Gaza for very intense warfare and don't have bulletproof vests, and that's like a death wish. I don't know, really heartbroken and disappointed that the state of Israel would set up these young soldiers or soldiers who are leaving their families or wives or kids and go into intense war zones without this critical life-saving equipment. And so we're trying to get our hands on as much as we can. The supply is really difficult to get a hold of because so many people had to buy their own privately from private suppliers, not through the military. And so we're trying to supply those who couldn't get it on their own, those who didn't have the funds to buy it on their own. We're trying to supply them with this equipment, but it's very expensive. We're expecting to spend anywhere between 120 to 250,000 shekels, $250,000 shekels, to try to buy this equipment and get it to the soldiers in time before they go into Gaza, into these intense war zones. So we'll be visiting bases over the next few days, visiting these believing soldiers, Messianic soldiers, and others. So thank you. We appreciate your prayers. Thank you for praying for us, for our team, for our families. I have a lot of friends who are about to go into Gaza, a lot of friends who are being called into the reserves. My brother is still an officer in the military here in the north in a very, very intense, very demanding, important job with what's happening in the north. So please keep my brother in your prayers as well. I can't give too much detail about what he's doing or where he's at. But thank you. Thank you for praying for us.
이스라엘을 위해 기도해 주십시오. 현재 이스라엘은 가자와 레바논 두 국경에서 공격을 받고 있는 상황입니다. 또한 이번엔 지난 2020년 가자 전쟁과는 다르게 국경을 부수고 들어온 테러리스트들로 인해 인명피해와 납치가 매우 많은 상황입니다. 수많은 사상자들과 포로로 잡혀간 자들, 그리고 그들의 가족들을 위해 기도해 주십시오. 이번 전쟁 상황 속에서 이스라엘 군인들을 위해 기도해 주십시오. 레바논 국경을 뚫고 넘어온 테러자들을 소탕하기 위해 교전하며 고군분투하는 IDF 군인들에게 생필품이 필요하다는 요청이 있습니다. 필요한 재정과 물품, 그리고 기도가 너무나 필요합니다. 그들이 나라를 지키는 자리에 하나님의 보호하시는 손이 늘 함께 해주시길 기도해 주시고, 납치된 이들이 속히 무사히 가족의 품으로 돌아올 수 있도록 기도해 주십시오. 이스라엘은 어느 때보다 기도의 목소리가 필요하며 그 어느 때보다 하나님의 기적이 필요한 상황입니다. 주께서 이 모든 군대 앞에 대장 되어 주셔서 전쟁의 상황을 승리로 이끌어 주시기를 기도합니다.
예수와 예수 예루살렘 산들 넘어 달려오시네. 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 예루살렘 산들 넘어 달려오시네. 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 예루살렘 산들 넘어 달려오시네. 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 시온에서 땅 끝까지 달려오시네. 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 시온에서 땅 끝까지 달려오시네. 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 한라에서 백두까지 달려오시네 신랑 위에 춤을 추며 기다리는 신부 향해 예수와 예수와